Hey, what's going on? If you do things only when you feel like doing it, 9 times out of 10, it's not going to happen because you're probably going to feel like not doing it more than you feel like you want to do it. And I'll use, for example, working out, some type of physical fitness, physical activity. Sometimes I don't feel like working out. And if you miss that one day, then it's going to be easier for you to miss the second day. And before you know it, you have missed a week, 2 months, 6 months have gone by, and you're like, man, when was the last time I worked out? Because you didn't go that day that you did not feel like going, it threw you off. So you have to get into a habit of being consistent, doing things consistently. When I coach, I would tell my athletes and the kids that I would train in basketball, I would tell them, you have to do things over and 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 over. Did I mention? And over and over and over and over and over and over and over. You have to do it over and over and over until it becomes like muscle memory, until it becomes a habit. You don't have to think about it. Before you realize it, you're at the gym. You're like, how did I end up here? Because you became consistent with going to the gym, with working out. And that applies to anything in your life, anything that you're doing. If you're waiting to feel like doing it, so you're in a good mood, feel like working out, feel like reading that book that you know that you need to read in order to continue to grow, to make yourself better, reading God's word for those of you that are believers, wanting to spend more time with God, getting in his face, and getting to know him better. If you did that only when you felt like doing it, you're not going to be successful. Things are not going to happen for you because you're not consistent. You're not consistent. You reap what you sow. You sow sparingly, you reap sparingly. That's in any and everything that you're doing. You sow sparingly, you're going to reap sparingly. You reap what you sow. And sometimes things can be such a distraction. It can be easy for you not to do something because I don't feel good, or I overslept. Instead of hustling up and getting there, even if you're getting there late, you still got there and you made it happen. Not making it a habit of being late. Find out, why were you late? Did your clock not go off? But making sure that you do what you said you're going to do. And one thing that I realized, that I was letting myself down when I was doing that. I was not keeping my promise to myself when I was not being consistent. So whenever I start something, I have to be consistent with it and keep doing it, being consistent. Now, let me admit this. I started out on a journey of doing YouTube videos. I want to do a YouTube video every day for, I think, 90 days, and I did that. And I wanted to extend it to where I started out doing it because I wanted to see if I could replace my full-time income if I chose to. Have an option of replacing my full-time income as a special education teacher, being a content creator on YouTube. And I did it for 90 days. I think almost 120 days I did it consistently. And then I was noticing the stats or statistics, the analytics or whatever. And I noticed that my watch time hours were decreasing, like going down. And I'm been trying to figure out why was that happening? Why was it going down? And it continued on like a daily basis. The number was steadily decreasing. And I was still doing the videos every day. I couldn't figure out why. I Googled, I went on YouTube, looking for answers to find out why. Maybe your content is not. I looked into all of that and the numbers kept going down. Then maybe for 2 days, they didn't go down, but it went up a little. And after that, it started going back down. It's still like that right now. And before I knew it, I allowed that to disrupt my doing videos every day, because I wasn't seeing the results that I wanted to see. Lost focus on putting out content every day. People were watching the content every day. People were commenting, watching the videos every day. I allowed the results that I saw, that I got kind of discouraged, and I said I'm gonna do a video once a week. And you know what? Before I knew it, when I looked back to do a video, it had almost been a month. I'm like, I haven't done a video in almost a month. It doesn't take much for that to happen. That's why it is so important that we stay consistent in everything that we're doing. Imagine you are consistent in everything that you're doing. You have gotten so consistent about being consistent that you are consistent in every aspect of your life. What would your life be like? How would your life be if you're consistent in your spiritual life, your physical fitness life, your financial life? If you're consistent in all of those areas, imagine how your life would be. It does not take much to get distracted, to get off track, to say, oh, I don't feel good. Oh, it's raining, I'm gonna sleep in a little bit. Oh, it's too hot, I'm not going out there in that heat. Oh, it's too cold, I gotta get up early in the morning to go do that. We can find any reason or excuse to justify or to support what we want to do. Any reason, any excuse, we can find that because of what we want to do. But if we want to be better, not just better, for those that want to be great, for those that want to be legendary, for those that want to fulfill the will that God has for your life, there's somebody out there that's waiting on you, that's waiting to hear from you, that's waiting to hear your story, to hear your testimony and what you've done and how you've overcome and the things that you've been through and how you've grown, and because it's going to help them. And then their story and testimony is going to help somebody else. And you're teaching them how to share your story and your testimony by you sharing your story and your testimony. So if Maurice can do it, I can do it. If he can share what he just shared, the different things that he's sharing, I can do the same thing. But you got to be consistent. Don't wait until you feel like doing something in order to make it happen. Be consistent in all areas of your life and all things that you are doing. Be consistent with it. Find someone that, it doesn't even have to be someone that you talk to on a regular basis. Find someone that, if you need someone to hold you accountable, someone to check in with you, you to check in with that person to make sure you're doing what you need to do till you get to that point of, it's like muscle memory. You don't have to think about it. You don't have to think about working out. All you know, you up in the gym every day. On your rest days, you're watching how you eat and the different things. You're in a different mindset and you're feeling better. Other people are watching you, whether you think so or not. Somebody's watching you. They're watching your consistency. All right. Hope this was helpful. If it was, share with someone else that you think that it could help. Like, comment, let me know what you think. All right. Take care. God bless. And I will see you on another video. All right. Have a good one. Blessings.